As my colleagues previously told about different things, what's happened, and activities, what will carry on in their countries. And then I realized that, I only want to speak about research and development program, the national program of Estonian language technology. But we have kind of same activities in the larger field as well. For example, the Ministry of Culture of Estonia keep a board called for preserving cultural heritage in digital age. And we have, and to this board there belongs also the leaders of our libraries and our research libraries as well. This is Ministry of Culture. Then under the Ministry of Economic Affairs and Communication, there is a board and organizations which keeps up the e-government systems and such systems as well. Also, these systems need language technology, for example, lemmatizing the word forms to find out the same word or the same term from all legislative acts. This should be one system, as we have only legislative acts repository. But under the Ministry of Education and Research, there belongs a research department and the Department of Language Policy, which means our strategies for implementing our national program for language technology have a board where there belongs language politicians and research politicians as well. And our strategies are from the same ministry. So at first, Estonian Research and Development and Innovation Strategy, it stipulates that Estonian researchers have to participate in the International Division of Labor, of course, create open code application whenever possible, and use standard protocols and other standardization measures for language resources and technological solutions too. This is one very important strategic point. And development strategy of the Estonian language says that to develop the language technology support of the Estonian language up to level that will enable the Estonian language to successfully function in the contemporary IT environment. There are a lot of high words, but on the other hand, it gives us very strict goal where to go. Before our national program of Estonian language technology, our computational linguists and language technologists participated in several activities in Europe and also in the other national programs. Like the first Estonian language technology program was implemented under the EU Copernicus program that supported creation, basic language technology, and so on. And the roadmap of Estonian language technology for 2004 till 2011, it's a quite long period for technology in technological area. It gives us 3 major action lines. spoken language technology, written language technology, and language resources. And that's a starting point for our national programs as well. And in national program Estonian language and national culture and Estonian language and cultural memory, there were several projects which also made kind of language technology or language resources work. So we have a national program for Estonian language technology, which was at first, which started on 2006, and on first stage had a finance from state budget totally 3.4 million euros, and the second program starting from 2011, there it's possible to use about 1 million euros per year. Why I say it's possible? Because it's planned to grow. The financing it's planned to grow, but it's clear that till the 2015, there is no any possibility to grow the sum for 1 year. So this program is managed by the steering committee, and there belongs, the committee includes LT experts and representatives of the ministries and ICT industry also. Results and projects are declared public domain. That's very important. Of course, they are declared to be, but as it seems, the lawyers say, oh, it's impossible. And we have a lot of discussions about that. Center of Estonian Language Resources is required to deposit all such resources, all these results of the program, and tools for preservation and the long-term access. The first program had 3 measures where there were software prototypes for language technology, language resources, and also preparing a project for Center of Estonian Language Resources. And 33 projects altogether covering a wide range of topics, like speech synthesis and recognition, compilation of digital language corpora, lexical resources and tools such as database of Estonian X dictionary. It means the X could be whatever language, which use the same lexicon model. And lexicographer's workbench, also Estonian WordNet, and the first versions of machine translation. We started with Estonian English machine translation, but as I know, I don't know exactly how the other languages now included. Also the information dialogue and morphosyntactic and semantic analysis and syntactic analysis. And language software for the web. If you said that to grant free access via web portals to the language resources, then we have 2 or even 3 sometimes competitive portals for such resources. But the question is sometimes what is freely available? Is it only available via querying, or is it available as a whole language resource or database or so on? The main actors in our program by the funding, who got most and who less. There are University of Tartu Faculty of Mathematics and Computer Science and Faculty of Philosophy. Why such these faculties? Because our research group of computational linguistics, there belongs the people from 2 faculties. And of course, the Institute of Estonian Language is a very important actor, and this institute deals with lexicographic resources and tools. And the Institute of Cybernetics at Tallinn University of Technology works with speech synthesis and speech recognizes, and they have recognition, and they have quite impressive results, and the speech recognizer works quite well, and they also had iPhone applications, not iPhone, smartphone applications for speech recognition for public use. It's free. And some other less projects had a Estonian Literary Museum and Eliko Technology Competence Center, but we have also one Estonian language technology company called Philosoph as well. It's a very little company, but makes a lot of work for language technology. And how many? 5, 2. So now we launched the other, with the same name, but the other period of our program. And there are 2 new measures, like integrated language technology software and applications, and also pre-ordered projects like to get open source and freely available morphological analyzer, because it's not open source at the moment. So, but more stress on copyright, intellectual property, and user licenses. That was the weak point of the previous stage of our program. And some other critical factors and risks of our program were underfunding may cause especially underdevelopment of software and technology solutions. And the number of specialists working in the field is limited. And also relatively low interest of IT enterprises to develop Estonian language software. And potential charge in language attitudes and the use of software English versions. Sometimes the people, they don't realize in what language they use the computer software. And if they used English version before, then if there's Estonian version, localized version, they say, oh, what a terrible, oh, that's terrible, I can't use Estonian version. I can't understand anything. But on the other hand, fetishizing language technology leads to higher expectation to LT solutions than they can offer as well. Sometimes they ask, why we haven't solved the problem of machine translation? Why Estonian language technologies don't made such machine translation what we can use for every language and everywhere, and that would work perfect. This translation, what Google provide us, they are terrible. It's not Estonian language. Of course it's not. And as I am a representative of Center of Estonian Language Resources, maybe I tell you some words about that. It's an infrastructure of national importance, and it means that we, the center, should hold all these results of national program, but on the other hand, it's an organizational framework of all our actors in Estonia, and also implement the obligations of Estonia as the member in Clarin ERIC, which is a new international European research infrastructure consortium where the state members are members, not even universities or such little. So our consortium, there belongs 3 institutions, 3 partners, like University of Tartu, the Institute of Cybernetics at Tallinn University of Technology, and the Institute of Estonian Language. We also participate in Clarin activities, of course, because we are the center, National Center for Clarin. Also the META initiative and META activities on the DASHIS, which is a data service infrastructure for the social sciences and humanities. It's a quite new project. And the last slide of mine talks about Clarin, what it is and what for it is, and that now it's a very important European research infrastructure consortium. But thank you for the attention.